From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Good Thursday morning. We are already tracking another First Alert weather day for tomorrow afternoon and evening. We'll have the potential once again for large fire starts for lower elevations. It's going to be quite windy, peak gusts between 25 to 45 miles per hour, and the vegetation will be critically dry. Okay, we'll take it back to this morning though. 50s and 60s for lower elevations, also 50s and 60s up in the mountains. So it is feeling pretty good out there. Your day planner forecast for today for lower elevations, mid 80s as soon as lunchtime, and then mid 90s, actually mid to upper 90s at the peak of daytime heating. We'll be close to 100 degrees in the lower Columbia Basin. That's going to place us at about 5 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year for both today and tomorrow. Cooler for Saturday through Tuesday, cooler because of a cold front that's going to pick up our winds for tomorrow. So that's why fire weather is going to be so dangerous. And then perhaps another fire start risk next week with some thunderstorm chances. So we'll definitely have more to say about that. But before we get to that, I do want to talk about a couple fires that are on the map for this morning. The Boundary Fire that is burning in southern Yakima County, 500 acres. We still don't have any, we haven't gotten an acreage or containment update on this in the last couple days now at this point. So for now, we're just going off the information that we have. 500 acres, don't know much about containment, but we did get a very big update with the East Viola fire that is burning in Yakima, 14 acres, but containment up to 50%. We'll have a lot more to say about this one coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, again, as Josh mentioned, tracking that East Viola wildfire that has sparked in Yakima. Crews still on scene this morning, but containment is growing. We have the very latest on the progress being made overnight.
And a heads up for drivers as upcoming road work could cause delays in your commute. Street closures happening in Richland and Walla Walla, but don't worry, we've got everything you need to know.
And a major change coming to Columbia Park, one that could reshape how locals access Bateman Island and the water. William Albert will have all of the details on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now, Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It's Thursday, July 17th, and we're keeping a really close eye on this fire in Yakima.
That's right. We want to start with following up on that East Viola fire in Yakima.
So officials now telling us about 14 acres have burned along the greenway there, and that was throughout yesterday morning, now overnight into the early morning hours of today. But they are telling us that they do have a better control of that fire now.
Jeremiah Stilley is the captain of community risk reduction with the Yakima Fire Department, and he says firefighters were called out to the area at 4 p.m. yesterday.
Stilley says that the fire was started by an encampment in the area, and it might have been burning earlier in the day, but was actually hidden under all of that dense vegetation.
Several different agencies helped out, also bringing in air resources, and some people in the area were evacuated, but thankfully no one was hurt and no property was damaged.
Stilley says that fires along the greenway continue to be an issue.
It's something that we fight every summer. It exhausts our resources dealing with the multiple fires throughout the whole summer in the Greenway, and it's a lot of fires.
Stilley says the fire is 50% contained and crews are still in the area monitoring.
503 now taking you to Walla Walla. If you drive through the area of Walla Walla, you'll want to plan ahead on Friday. The westbound lane on Melrose Street between Clinton and Sumac will be closed from 7 a.m. to noon. They're going to do some vegetation management and city maintenance. So crews are going to be working in the city's right-of-way during that time. So drivers are asked to use caution and consider an alternate route. If you are headed east, the lane on Clinton will stay open throughout the morning.
Now to Richland, changes are on the way for two of the city's busiest streets. That's George Washington Way and Jadwin Avenue. The city is planning on turning them both into one-ways. The good news is that construction is expected to start in spring 2026 as the project is still being mapped out. But once completed, parts of both streets will include a one-way road, also wider sidewalks, bike paths, and parking spaces. And the goal of the project is to reduce traffic and make streets safer to access for those walking. As for Richland residents, the plan is drawing a mixed reaction.
You know, there's so much activity going on in Richland at this point. It's actually growing at a pretty fast pace. I think it's great. Any growth is great. Progressive, move it forward, and I love it.
Other residents say they feel the streets already work well and that any changes could impact small business. Design plans for the project are expected to be finished by the end of the year.
5:05 and taking a look at local living. The city of Richland is preparing for a major change along the Columbia River that will remove the marina at Columbia Park West. Apple Valley News Now's William Albert has more on what people can expect.
The project, which is being led by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and the Department of Fish and Wildlife, involves eventually removing the causeway that connects Columbia Park to Bateman Island. Once that happens, there will no longer be a land connection to the island, meaning boat access will be the only way to get there. But before any of that can happen, city officials say the first step is taking down the marina.
There's some efforts to help improve the flows of the river, so where the Yakima meets the Columbia, to improve salmon habitat and their ability to migrate up and down the river.
Officials tell me that the added water flows from the causeway being removed would be very harsh on the existing marina infrastructure.
A great asset to the community, but we realized that after the causeway is removed, it wouldn't be sustainable to keep the marina here. And so after analyzing a lot of options, it appeared that the best option was to remove that.
Waite says the deconstruction project will also bring some temporary closures to Columbia Park.
Here in the park, it'll be the western edge of the parking lot. So we have a boat launch here. It'll start at the boat launch and go west. So the parking lot will be closed for staging and mobilization of the equipment. And then here at the trail that goes through Columbia Park West, there will be a small detour right here next to the marina, so folks will be rerouted around up on the road.
Burl, a Richland local, says that if the city moves forward with removing the marina, not everyone will be happy.
The people that like the marina, they'll be disappointed that if they're going to take out the marina, people are going to be disappointed about that, the people that use it.
However, Waite says that while the marina will be gone, people will still have access to the water.
You know, we did lose in the capacity here in the Tri-Cities. We lost a fair amount of the opportunity for boats to stay on the water docked up here at marinas with the loss of the marina. I did probably need to point out, we do still have a public boat launch. That will stay in place after the causeway removal.
City officials say public comment will be available later as the larger causeway project moves forward with the lead agencies. In Richland, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
A lot of changes. So the city of Richland says that they are not the lead agency on the project, but confirms that marina deconstruction is expected to take about 2 months. 5:07 taking you to Yakima now this morning, where the school district and Second Harvest partnered together to help give back to the community.
They hosted an event to help feed families in need, and Apple Valley News Now's Natalie Keller was there and has more.
Cars were lined up at Davis High School with families looking to get some free, nutritious food. One by one, a group of 25 volunteers loaded up the cars and sent them on their way.
Have a great day! There's a lot of emotions that I can bring up, but just happy that we're able to serve our families.
In an effort to keep students and families fed over school breaks, the Yakima School District reached out to the Second Harvest Food Bank earlier this year to host a series of mobile market food distribution events. This is the second event they've held, and the organizers say both have been well attended.
It makes us feel really good. I mean, I know a lot of people don't want to be in line, but I'm glad that people are here. And then, people are picking up for others, for individuals who either maybe can't make it or don't want to come. If you need the help, just come.
It's not just the school district and Second Harvest that got the efforts off the ground. It was also sponsored by Alexandra Lozano Immigration Law and run by an assortment of volunteers from the community.
I think it's so important just for us to be united and help each other out, because, I don't know, whenever people don't help each other out and there's no service, there's no love, everything just falls apart and there's no peace. But when we can find ways we can help, unite, and serve and just lift each other up, then everyone's happier, there's more peace, and we can actually accomplish something.
The district tells me that this event has been so successful that it's looking at hosting another one in December. From Yakima, Natalie Keller, Apple Valley News Now.
And Second Harvest also encourages people struggling with food insecurity to reach out to other local food banks as well.
I just love what that last guy said at the end there.
Yes,
so genuine, so
peace
heartwarming.
and love, and
yeah.
You know, like we say, right? It's good people doing good things.
Good people doing good things.
Helping the community.
That's the way to start off the morning.
Yes, it is. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up next, mounting pressure from the right causing waves for President Trump. Why members of Trump's own party are demanding answers on the Epstein files.
But first, our Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert weather forecast. Keep it here. Good Morning Northwest. We'll be right back.
What makes NUU unique? The amazing customer service that we offer to our patients. They know that they're heard, that they're listened to, and we genuinely care about their well-being.
From the second I walked in that office, I felt seen, I felt heard, I didn't feel judged. It just was like, we're a team and we're gonna figure this out.
I had a rare form of breast cancer. Dr. Fedino has just been fantastic. She was really just on my side and helping me, and I'm so relieved and blessed that I went there.
I'm nowhere near diabetic, and I feel amazing. And I lost 55 pounds, and I've been able to keep it off.
She had saved my life because if she hadn't taken just that moment to ask me one extra question, I absolutely would have had an ugly cancer 6 months later.
Go to NUUWomen'sClinic.com to explore the countless ways that wellness meets beauty.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
It's the summer sales event. Great time to buy. Nice weekend, Hank?
Spectacular. Took the family camping, courtesy of Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 48 years. Morgan?
Baseball tournament. My sport at the Homeland Field.
How about you two?
Mud bath.
Get 0% APR financing with 0 down and 0 payments for up to 90 days on select Ford vehicles. Plus, get a complimentary maintenance plan for 2 years.
Hi, I'm Christine Connolly, local realtor with As You Wish Real Estate Team. We offer full concierge services. Our handyman contractors will take care of everything, and you won't pay anything until closing. I'm a proud sponsor of Operation Best Friend. Remember, you only get one chance to make a first impression.
Got a family reunion in the works? Make it unforgettable at Beaver Valley Lodge. With cozy rooms, beautiful mountain views, and plenty of space to gather, it's the perfect place to reconnect and make new memories. Book direct with us and get 10% off. That means more savings for barbecues, bonfires, and all those late-night laughs. So skip the middleman and book direct today, because great reunions start with the perfect place to stay. Beaver Valley Lodge. Come as a guest and leave as a friend.
We're back, baby.
Yes.
Grandma, he smells really good.
Name something your mate's booty has in common with the basketball.
It bounces.
Celebrity Family Feud, new tonight on ABC.
Apple Valley News Now, the official television home of the Seattle Kraken. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. There is a red flag warning that's in place for today and tomorrow for the Yakima Valley, for the Lower Columbia Basin, and for the Blue Foothills. Now, just my professional opinion is that the much more dangerous fire weather setup is going to be for tomorrow. That being said, there's a fire weather watch in place for the Kittitas Valley, portions of the upper Yakima Valley, and then more so into the Spokane market, but that would be for tomorrow. So again, our opinion is that tomorrow is going to be the more dangerous fire weather setup. But definitely some heat in the forecast for today. Plenty of sunshine, but on top of that, the heat, as will be around 100 for portions of the Lower Columbia Basin, officially going with 97 in the Tri-Cities, but mid-90s for the valleys, mid to upper 90s for the basin, and mid-90s for the foothills. This is about 5-ish degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. And then for tonight, clear skies, could have some haze down towards the Battle Mountain Summit in southern Umatilla and southern Umatilla and Morrow counties, as there are some fires that are burning in central Oregon, bringing some smoke up that way. Overnight lows pretty mild, 50s and 60s, going to be 50s up in the mountains, and 50s for the Cascades, and almost hitting 60 in the Blues. But again, a dangerous fire weather setup for tomorrow. I'll show you just how critically dry the vegetation is and just how rampant the wind gusts are going to be. So that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks so much, Josh. 5:14 now, and taking a look at your national headlines, where scrutiny is surrounding the Trump administration and the long-debated files connected to Jeffrey Epstein.
Some of the president's own allies are asking why the records haven't been released, and now there are calls for a special counsel to investigate.
ABC's Perry Russum has the latest details.
With pressure building on the Trump administration to release the Jeffrey Epstein files.
They're stupid people.
President Trump lashing out at members of his own party.
It's all been a big hoax. It's perpetrated by the Democrats, and some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net.
But it was Trump and some of his closest allies who flamed conspiracy theories on Epstein and a client list. Trump's FBI Director Kash Patel on a podcast in 2023.
What the hell are the House Republicans doing? They have the majority. You can't get the list?
Trump's Deputy FBI Director Dan Bongino last year.
I don't trust any story they tell me about Jeffrey Epstein. There is a reason this client list is hidden.
Attorney General Pam Bondi on Fox News in February.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review.
Last week, a memo from the DOJ and FBI, agencies led by Patel and Bondi, concluded a client list never existed.
You still have confidence in that team, sir? Total.
One Democratic congressman now accusing Trump of a cover-up. Congressman Mark Vesey telling Vanity Fair it seems like he's trying to cover up for something or somebody. Conservatives from the old guard to young influencers applying pressure. Former Vice President Mike Pence on CBS.
I know of no reason why this administration, once the victims' names are protected, should not release all the files on Jeffrey Epstein.
And one of the most influential voices in the MAGA movement, Charlie Kirk.
It's been 10 days since you've leaked this thing on the holiday weekend, and you still have not done a straight-to-camera, straight-to-the-sticks press conference. Here's why we reached the conclusion that we did.
And President Trump was asked about the possibility of appointing a special counsel to investigate the Epstein case, but the president responded saying he had nothing to do with it.
So the White House has not commented on when or if the full files will be released. Of course, we'll keep you updated as more information comes in.
And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Josh Colbreth has how your weather is looking for tomorrow, this weekend. It's all coming up in his First Alert weather forecast, which is right after the break.
Do you own a dishwasher but only use it for storage or as a drying rack? Get better results than hand washing with your dishwasher and Cascade Complete. Your dishwasher does the work for you with temperatures up to 140 degrees, too hot for hands. Some dishwashers even have a sanitizing cycle. Load pots, pans, and tableware at the bottom with plastic and glassware on top. Cascade Complete removes visible and invisible residue for virtually spot-free and shiny dishes. Switch to your dishwasher and Cascade Complete.
Right now, US Cellular makes it easy to switch and to get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in.
No trade-in? But we're willing to trade in our teeth.
Nope, you don't have to trade your teeth in or an old phone.
I like that.
Yeah, your parents get an amazing deal.
I almost lost this one.
Yeah, you get to leave your tooth under your pillow.
For me, it's tooth fairy time.
Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
It's our 48th anniversary at More Furniture, 3 generations strong thanks to you. For 48 incredible years, we've had the honor of furnishing your homes. From our family to yours, we're celebrating with 72 months interest-free financing and no money down on every purchase over $19.99. Plus, we'll remove and donate your gently used pieces locally. That's 6 full years with no interest. Just gorgeous furniture, unbeatable value, and easy monthly payments. Only at More Furniture, where everyone gets more furniture for less.
The fireworks don't stop on the 4th. McCurley Subaru's Red, White, and Vroom sales event is lighting up July with explosive savings. As the largest volume Subaru dealer in the area, we've got the inventory and the deals. For the first time in a while, get low financing, like 1.9% on the 2025 Outback and Crosstrek. Don't wait. Save today and keep the Red, White, and Vroom spirit alive all July long. Only at McCurley Subaru, your way home.
Just like you, I'm working towards buying my first home.
I'm saving for my children's future.
Like you, I want financial tools that make my life easier.
At Hapo, we're more than employees. We're people just like you, and we understand what really matters.
Just like you,
we're planning for our future.
And I care about making a difference.
We are here to help you navigate life's milestones, big and small, because we're just like you. Join us at Hapo today.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Tomorrow is going to be a First Alert weather day, as once again we'll have the potential for large fire starts in our lower elevations. It's going to be windy and the vegetation will be critically dry. Let's show you how we get there. First for today, it's going to be hot out there. We'll be about 5 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. So that means for lower elevations, mid to upper 90s with some of the hottest temperatures in the lower Columbia Basin could be within a stone's throw of 100 degrees. Vegetation going to be very dry out there for today, not just for lower elevations, also for the southern blues, and especially in the Cascades and upper Yakima Basin, significant levels of dryness there. However, you know, the National Weather Service in Pendleton went with the red flag warning for today. The reason why we didn't go with the first alert weather day for today is just the winds. They're not going to be all that strong. Peak gust anywhere between 20 to 30 miles per hour, and for a lot of us, the wind gusts are going to be light. However, tomorrow is not going to be the same case. First of all, tomorrow is going to be a little bit hotter, could be around 100 in the lower Columbia Basin, still about 5-ish degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year, but still critically dry across much of the map for tomorrow. And this time, the wind gusts aren't going to be as forgiving. Peak gusts between 25 to 45 miles per hour, some of the fastest wind gusts being in the Morrow County foothills, in the Kittitas Valley. Could be a bit breezier, windy to start off the day, but they're really going to ramp up after 2 p.m. And so in these conditions, fires could start to spread rather quickly. The reason why winds are going to be picking up for Friday is because of a cold front that'll drop our high temperatures down by about 10 degrees from Friday to Saturday. And we'll sort of just hang around that level from Saturday through Tuesday, about 3 to 5 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year, trending a little bit hotter by the middle of next week. And rain chances going up a little bit as well, at least for the mountains and valleys, not just shower chances, but thunderstorm chances as well. So we'll keep a very close eye on the lightning potential. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities, around 100 today and tomorrow. Dangerous fire weather for tomorrow in particular, then cooler Saturday through Tuesday. In Yakima, mid-90s over the next couple days, very dry and breezy for Friday, then perhaps a small shower chance to start next week. In Ellensburg, big fire danger tomorrow with winds picking up, then maybe another fire risk next week with thunderstorms possible Tuesday. In Hermiston, fairly close to 100 Thursday and Friday, tough fire weather Friday, then some heat relief through the weekend. Finally, for Walla Walla, mid-90s today and tomorrow with the threat of fire starts for tomorrow specifically, then mid-80s for Saturday through Tuesday.
Thanks, Josh. Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up next, he's back and he's bringing the bananas and the chaos. Donkey Kong's smashing his way into a brand new 3D adventure for the first time since '99. We've got the first look at all of the bonanza coming up in your entertainment news.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, you can lease a rugged new Toyota Tacoma for just $299 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
The savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Pick one up in store today. Save in the bonus zone on Papa Nicholas 80-count single-serve coffee pods, just $19.99. And save $5 on a Yoli steel director chair with table. Plus save $2 on 4 double rolls of Brawny paper towels. Find Purina's 20-pound bags of cat chow for just $22.99. And Levi's signature men's and women's jeans are just $19.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings continue at Bi-Mart since 1955.
Our number one service here at NIU Women's Clinic and Aesthetics is our weight loss program. Our program is really focused on a lifestyle change. We want our patients to be able to lose around 10 to 15 pounds of weight loss a month is what we see. But when they're done with us on the program, we want them to be able to keep that weight off. We don't want to see them yo-yo.
So I've lost about 40 to 50 pounds, and that's been over the span of 3 to 4 months. At my peak, I think I was losing probably 10 pounds a week. It was quite a bit, and I just noticed it was falling off of me.
So we are proud to announce that we are releasing a virtual weight loss program. What makes our program so successful for both men and women is the fact that we are treating exactly the reason why you're gaining this weight in the first place. By addressing your insulin insensitivity, your hormone balancing, your lifestyle, treating everything. We really focus on you and your needs.
Now open in Yakima. Go to newuwomensclinic.com to start your weight loss journey today.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination.
Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
An awesome canyon so close to home on Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment headlines, Donkey Kong is back and he's bringing the bananas and the brute strength.
Nintendo just dropped Donkey Kong Bonanza. It's his first 3D platformer in nearly 20 years.
It's all about smashing, climbing, and exploring wild underground worlds, and Rick Damigella is giving us a preview of it all. Take a look.
Nintendo's banana-loving ape is back in Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Donkey Kong Bonanza is a brand new Donkey Kong adventure. In fact, his first brand new 3D platforming adventure in almost 20 years. And he is trying to make his way through a vast underground realm, exploring his way through, not only with his platforming skills by running, jumping, and climbing, but also by pretty much smashing absolutely everything in his way. He's a big, powerful Kong. So he can basically punch in any direction. He punches up, he punches down, he punches sideways. Almost all the terrain that you run into in varying layers of this underground world is destroyable. Even though you can destroy almost everything around you, it isn't necessarily the best path at all times. There's great platforming sections. There's a ton of exploration to do. How you choose to explore is up to you, because you certainly have the means to just wreck your way through everything.
Leveling up in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Donkey Kong always had that signature move.
Yeah.
I would sometimes choose him in like
Mhm.
Super Smash Bros. Melee, and this would just destroy anybody. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
20 years though. It's been that long?
Who knew?
Yeah.
He's a classic.
It's
so,
bananas.
You know, it never fades.
You're sitting on that one.
Rightfully
I was waiting
so.
for it.
Yeah. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Speaking of things that are leveling up, a new Twitch channel is giving gamers at the Columbia Ability Alliance a way to connect, compete, and show off their skills. Why Wednesdays are about to hit a high score in Kennewick.
Also, ballots are in the mail. Benton County voters soon will have the chance to make their voices heard. We'll also tell you what you can expect on it. It's all in your next half hour. But first, here are your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, Mercedes-Benz will soon let you join a Microsoft Teams call while driving. A built-in camera will be available in some upcoming models, which can be enabled for video conferencing while the car is in motion. For safety, other people on the call can see the driver, but the driver can't see them. Google Nest owners, get ready to pay more. Subscription price increases for enhanced video services hit next month. Nest Aware will go up 25% from $8 to $10 per month. Nest Aware Plus jumps from $15 per month up to $20, a 33% hike. Finally, Google's next big product launch date is set. It is teasing the new Pixel 10 phones along with watches and more. They'll be introduced at an event on August 20th. Analysts also expect a line of charging accessories. And those are your Tech Bites. I'm Andrea Fujii. Have a great day.
I'm here with Chris Cunahan of Leaf Filter. What is the problem with the clogged gutter?
Rotten fascia, rotten soffit, mildew, mold in the attic.
So how can Leaf Filter fix this problem?
So the first thing we're going to do is professionally clean out all your gutters, realign them, install our Leaf Filter system that allows nothing but water. Just give us a call, set up an appointment. We'll come out, give you a free gutter inspection.
To schedule your free inspection, call 833-LEAF-FILTER or visit leaffilter.com.
Oh joy, you're a baker and new mom and student. You're an Ander. National University supports the whole you, so you can focus on what matters most. National University, supporting the whole you.
Herbal Essences is a force of nature,
Made with supercharged botanical blends, our sulfate-free formulas deeply penetrate to boost hair health without the Salon Naturals price tag. Herbal essences.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us. Joining us here on this Thursday for Good Morning Northwest, I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, Josh, it's not getting colder, but it's better than it's been, you know.
Colder.
It's not 100.
Well, on Saturday through Tuesday, it's going to get a little bit cooler, but today it could be around 100. That's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. And
I'm
the
here for it.
jackpot is going to go back down to 0 because I lost again. Yes, I actually lost by quite a bit. Yesterday, I went with the forecast high of 93 and Verify at 88.
I would have preferred 93.
Yeah? Well,
Because then you would have won.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm glad someone appreciates my forecasting in the heat,
won.
right?
Philip George.
Yes, Philip George of Richland. Congratulations to you. You win the jackpot, $175. This again coming courtesy of our good friends at the Legends Casino and Hotel. So for today, here are the stakes. Forecast high of 97. If it verifies between 94 to 100, the jackpot goes up to $25. If it doesn't happen, you get nothing because there's nothing in the jackpot. But find out how to win future jackpots by going to applevalleyNewsNow.com, clicking on the contest page. You can scan the QR code that's on your screen. Okay, tomorrow going to be a first alert weather day, tomorrow afternoon and evening in particular, as there's going to be the potential for large fire starts in our lower elevations. It's going to be windy and the vegetation is going to be critically dry. Here's how to prevent wildfires. Mind your campfires, don't toss cigarettes, check equipment sparks, and obey fire restrictions. I think last night was the first night since the 4th of July where I didn't hear any fireworks in my neighborhood. So, thanks, I guess. Okay, Jade says she did hear fireworks out there, so okay, I take back my thank you. Cut it out, guys. All right, this morning 50s and 60s for lower elevations, 50s up in the Blues and 50s and 60s, or excuse me, it was 50s in the Cascades and 50s and 60s in the Blues. We're going to be around 80 in the lower Columbia Basin come time for 10 this morning, and then high temperature is going to be in the mid to upper 90s. This is actually going to be about 5 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. If some of us in the basin touch 100, I would not be too shocked. So I'll take you on that zone by zone tour of today's toasty Thursday forecast. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. Well, your voice, your vote, and we begin this half hour of news talking about primaries. If you live in Benton County, your ballot is on its way.
That's right. They were mailed out yesterday morning, and the auditor for Benton County says you can expect to see it at the latest by next Friday.
Auditor also saying that this isn't a county-wide election this time around. Some cities that are in this year's primary are West Richland, Richland, and Kennewick.
The auditor says you'll see city council races along with school district races and a fire district measure. She also has a tip for voters to make sure that your vote counts.
One of the most important things that voters should be paying attention to is their signature on the ballot envelope. We check their signature on the ballot envelope against your signature on your voter registration record. So voters should make sure that they're voting with their most official signature. Commonly, that is your driver's license. So you pull out your driver's license, look to see how you signed your name on your driver's license, and use that to sign your ballot.
Good piece of advice. I've had a ballot returned for signature.
Oh, really? Was it a different signature that you had used?
I don't know. I don't know.
Just check your driver's
Just check,
license.
yeah, absolutely. So you can register to vote up until 8 p.m. in person on Election Day, which is August 5th, or 8 days before mail-in ballots are due and online.
Looking to Kennewick now, where a familiar face in the Tri-Cities is stepping into a new role, this time as a voice for Kennewick's Parks and Rec program. At this week's City Council meeting, the council officially appointed Joe Thornton, known to many as Big Bro Joe, to position 7 of the Parks and Rec Commission. It's a development role, and Thornton says this isn't just a title. It's a chance to serve the community in a bigger way, especially when it comes to creating opportunities for local youth. He hopes to bring fresh ideas and energy to the table, blending his professional experience and deep personal passion for community work.
Let's unite everybody. Let's get everybody on the same roof. Let's have a good time. Let's engage with our community as much as we can, and let's try to help better the lives of those around us. And at the end of the day, that's how a community works.
Thornton was recommended by the city's interview committee and says he's grateful for all the support he's received. He's already looking ahead to new events and programs designed to better serve families across Kennewick, and his first day is August 1st.
5:35, staying in Kennewick, the Boys and Girls Club of Benton and Franklin counties is helping its young members start thinking about their futures by exploring different career paths and education options. Earlier this month, club members took a trip to Perry Technical Institute in Yakima. It's a 2-year school that offers programs in welding, construction, and skilled trades. The club has also visited schools like the University of Washington in the past, and today, representatives from Heritage University were stopping by the Kennewick Clubhouse to talk with students about what's possible after high school.
I think it's great for them to be able to see all their options, for even if they don't want to go to college, to go somewhere like Perry Tech, where they can explore other trade careers.
So they stopped by yesterday, as club leaders say more college and career visits are in the works as they continue to help students explore the possibilities for their future.
Making a difference this morning, 4 participants are now graduates of Benton County's Recovery Court program, which has served as an alternative to traditional sentencing since 2022. Brian Landa Moreno, Tina Madden, and Garrett Minnelly were 3 of the graduates. Recovery Court helped the group leave addiction behind through treatment and social services. The program had the graduates engage in community service, with one graduate even volunteering more than 1,000 hours during her time in the program. Another graduate says the program helped him reclaim his life and put him back on the right track.
Now I wake up every morning and understand that everything I do has a purpose. I tend to try to do the right things in life now, although I'm human and I'm not always going to get them right. I think of ways I can always stay productive and help others when I can, and I'm a lot happier now because I restored the rights I have with my daughters in my life again.
Following the ceremony, the graduates got to shred their former charges and were given a certificate.
5:36, and Columbia Ability Alliance is leveling up its community center with a recent grant.
Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia shows us how this new feature is helping to engage members of the community.
Pro Fortnite player. I'm always one first, always like number one. I show them how to play.
Wednesday mornings from 10 to 11 are going to be a bit different at the CAA Community Center, as they officially launched their new e-game club where they'll live stream on Twitch.
Guild Edge Gaming, and this is brought to us by Battelle and Pixelsoft Films, donated the funds so that we could make something like this happen. This is our new e-gaming club so that we can play online and Twitch stream and just be a part of that gaming community that we all love.
Members at CAA are excited to connect on a different level.
I'm looking just for the overall joyful experience of streaming on Twitch.
You see how other people say about us, how we play amazing games, see how what they say, and they have any questions, easy, they can talk to us.
One member says while they start their Twitch journey, it's important to stay true to yourself.
I want people to know, like, be yourself. Don't give up. Play games. Sometimes games are fun. Sometimes, like, all the times fun.
This new e-gaming club is all about making sure people feel included.
Because everybody loves gaming. Everybody wants to be on an Xbox and on Twitch and joining that community, and we want to make sure that our people get to do that too. So we have adaptive controllers, we have a larger screen that we can play off of, and everything that we need so that everybody here can be a gamer.
It means like the world to me, but because I don't have an Xbox at home, but definitely I love to play Xbox.
I'd like to play PC games, like a lot of games people understand about our community.
The community center manager says they will be having volunteers monitoring their online chat to ensure a safe environment. Reporting in Kennewick, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Monique. Now, there is an opportunity to be a volunteer or be part of the e-gaming club.
Yeah, those applications can be found on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.
All right, keep it here, because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, boats on cars, lawnmower drag racing, and a whole lot of metal mayhem. We're taking you inside the Night of Chaos coming to Tri-City Raceway.
Fun. Plus, a live look outside this morning from our Dust Devils camera in Pasco. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert will have your first alert forecast coming up after the break.
Apple Valley News Now, the official television home of the Seattle Kraken.
I'm Susan Alatrico. I don't advocate for any other professional than Mr. Breck. Over the years, I've come to know him as trustworthy, competent, and respected by his opponents. Don't trust your case with providers or representatives who do not have a wealth of experience.
Did you know Tri-City Lumber Company isn't just for contractors? We're your local source for decking, railing, hardware, and more, open to everyone. For over 30 years, DIYers and homeowners have trusted us for quality materials and expert one-on-one advice. Now, under new ownership, we're making it even easier to shop local and build better. Skip the big box stores. Visit Tri-City Lumber today on Clearwater and Kennewick, or call us at 509-783-3322 today.
Got a birthday coming up, celebrating a big win, or just want to gather the crew for a pizza and a good time? For decades, Hubby's Pizza has been the go-to spot for family, friends, and fun. Reserve your table and bring the whole gang. Kids, family, teammates, whoever loves great pizza and good vibes. Dig into your favorite pizza, hit up the fresh salad bar, and let the kids have a blast in the arcade. And if the party's at your place, no problem. Hubby's now delivers through Grubhub and DoorDash. A community tradition, a place to celebrate. Acquire the Hubby's habit today.
Stay busy this summer with the City of Pasco. Enjoy open swim at Memorial Aquatic Park from 1 to 5:45 p.m. every day, with lap swim weekdays at noon, or sign up for swim lessons throughout the summer. Join the all-ages Beat the Heat Run Walk Club on Wednesday mornings to earn entries for an end-of-summer prize drawing. Check out free, family-friendly movies and music at Pasco Parks, plus many more activities and events, all listed online at pascoparksandrec.com.
Who says you have to wait for snow to get the best piano deals of the year? Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos is unwrapping Christmas savings in July. Free delivery and setup, and a holiday songbook so you can practice Jingle Bells by the pool. Save on select uprights, grands, and digital pianos. And if you wear a Santa hat, we'll reward you with an extra discount. Christmas in July at Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos, where music is always in season.
I'm Susan Alatrico. I don't advocate for any other professional than Mr. Breck. Over the years, I've come to know him as trustworthy, competent, and respected by his opponents. Don't trust your case with providers or representatives who do not have a wealth of experience.
There's nothing better than the love of a grandpa now.
Grandpa United, yeah!
Meet the amazing men stepping up to be grandpas to so many kids, inspiring and helping the next generation.
Just don't call me elderly.
On GMA This Morning.
You, me, Thursday night.
Press Your Luck is back.
Here we go with this band.
Oh, you're not invited.
Press Your Luck, new tonight on ABC.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Look at all that fog in Yakima this morning, except it's not fog. It's actually the residual smoke from the East Viola fire that's burning again in between I-82 and the Yakima River. And according to the agencies on the scene, again, this thing's going to be smoldering for a while, just given the density of some of the fuels out there. But we're going to continue to keep a close eye on it. Again, that view coming courtesy of Bi-Mart. Here's your CodeCast for today for the Tri-Cities. No coat necessary. Maybe right now it's 65 degrees at 5:43 in the morning, so maybe you would need a very light jacket. But by 7 this morning, we're going to be into the 70s, and then around 90 around lunchtime, and then a little bit closer to 100 at the peak of daytime heating. So, okay, let's go ahead and take you on a zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. We start off in Kittitas County, around 80, up towards the pass, around 95 in Ellensburg, and a bit breezy, peak gusts between 15 to 25 miles per hour. In the Yakima Valley, light winds here at least before 5 p.m. and we'll have high temperatures that are going to be in the mid-90s, and the lower Columbia Basin mid to upper 90s. And once again, for the basin, you know, specifically up towards the Hanford site, Benton City, Odello, maybe we could touch 100 degrees. In the Blue Foothills, low to mid-90s in the Morrow County foothills, mid to upper 90s in the foothills of Umatilla and Walla Walla counties, and then 80s and 90s even in the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains. Now, for tomorrow, the wind gusts becoming much stronger. The vegetation is still going to be critically dry, so that's why we're going with the First Alert Weather Day. I'll take a deeper dive into some of those specifics coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. At 5:44, talking some sports this morning. The Tri-City Raceway in West Richland is hosting a night of chaos this Saturday, July 19th.
It's a whole lot of metal mayhem. Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable has more on what you can expect.
Normally being calm and safe behind the wheel of a vehicle is always your best bet. But try telling that to the drivers participating in the Night of Chaos hosted at the Tri-City Raceway.
The Night of Chaos is aiming to be just that, chaotic. There's several events set up for the night, one of them involving boat racing, but this boat racing won't include any water.
Each car will have a boat hooked up to the back of it. We do water the track down just a little bit so that way debris, stays down and they kind of slide and glide across the racetrack on this 1/5. We're not using the full tri-oval, but just this 1/5 right here. So they hit each other. Whoever has the most boat left of the night wins the whole event, and it's $1,000 to win.
Boats destroying one another is far from the only event planned. There are various other events and races, some performed by professionals only, and others where spectators have a chance to participate.
A special stuntman coming out of Post Falls, Idaho, Flying Ryan. We have Hornets, we have Bombers, and we have lawnmower drag racing, as well as spectator truck tug of wars.
Something like this does not just come together overnight. This is a show that has been in the works since November of 2024.
A lot of planning is involved, and it's not just me. We have a full team of people that help get this facility ready before an event, and it does take a true village to get events running like this.
Gates will open at 5:30 p.m. and races rev up at 7:30. In West Richland, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, tickets for the event are being sold now online as well as at the gate on Saturday.
And kids 12 and under get in for free.
Where did they even come up with some of those chaotic
I like the title,
games?
Night of Chaos.
I know.
Sounds like my life. Just kidding. No, just kidding.
Whoever has the most boat left wins at the end of this race.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. We have your morning sprint, everything you need to know as you head out the door this morning, and of course, checking back in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth as we give you that live look outside this morning from the Yakima Federal Camera here at the Apple Valley Studios in Kennewick. Josh is going to break down what you can expect not only today, but through your weekend. We're back right after the break.
US Cellular makes it easy to switch. Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in.
We don't even have to trade in our teeth?
Nope.
I almost lost this one.
Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
This is Apple Valley Eats.
Ready to shake up your dining experience? Legends Casino Hotel has something for every taste. At Lucky Shots Coffee Bar, it's more than just coffee. Frothy lattes, bold espressos, hearty sandwiches, desserts, and more. Lucky Shots has a winning hand of flavors any time of the day. Join us for our full-service menu, or dive into our legendary buffet options, including our salad bar and a variety of desserts that will have you coming back for seconds. Explore the newly updated food court with so many choices to satisfy your craving. At Fortune's, savor a customized crab boil fit for a king, queen, or joker with all the extras. Try the crab boil with one of our specialty sauces, big enough to share, but don't be slow with your fork. This is good eating. Burger lovers, head to Legendary Burgers. Try the Mount Adams or go classic with fries and a Huckleberry shake. Craving pizza, pasta, and more? Creations has you covered. After that custom-made pizza pie, don't forget dessert. You just gotta try our house-made cannoli. For authentic Mexican-style cooking, Madre's Mexican Kitchen is a must. With fresh homemade tortillas and savory sauces, you will not be disappointed. Try our enchiladas, street tacos, or something new to you. Madre's is sure to bring it home. Whether you're here to dine or unwind, Legends Casino Hotel has a world of exciting flavors waiting for you. Bring your appetite, your friends and family, and let the culinary journey begin.
Form or function? Should we push the timeline? Will it hold? Should we outsource? What do you think?
Do you engineer it to work? Or design it to move? Give them what they want.
It needs to be taller, faster,
even cheaper. Or take things to new places. You've got to build the right team. No, that's the one. Revise it, redo it, develop it. Keep pushing until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Right now, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in.
Are we having the wool pulled over our eyes here?
Nope. And you get the latest phones.
High five.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90. And we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Watch live with Kelly and Mark weekdays at 9.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Again, tomorrow going to be a First Alert Weather Day, as it is going to be windy out there and the vegetation is going to be critically dry. So we'll take a deeper dive into some of those specifics here in just a second. But first for today, yeah, it's going to be toasty out there. We'll be around 100 degrees, maybe. That's a little bit of a stretch, but some of us could maybe touch 100 in the lower Columbia Basin. But in general, it's going to be hot and will be about 5-ish degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. So mid to upper 90s at the very least for lower elevations. Vegetation is going to be cooking out there for today. It is going to be a significant level of dryness in the Cascades and upper Yakima Basin, and critically dry for the valleys, for the lower Columbia Basin, for the Blue Foothills, and for the Southern Blues. Now, the National Weather Service in Pendleton went with a red flag warning for today. We did not go with the First Alert Weather Day for today, just because the peak wind gusts aren't going to be all that impressive, anywhere between 20 to 30 miles per hour. So, of course, the fire start potential definitely not going to be 0 for today. We're more concerned about the setup for tomorrow, though. Okay, for tomorrow, it's going to be a little bit hotter. This time we will have a more legitimate shot of hitting 100 degrees in the lower Columbia Basin, but still about 5-ish degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. Vegetation still critically dry for a good chunk of our viewing area. Now you factor in the wind gusts for tomorrow, much stronger, anywhere between 25 to 45 miles per hour. It could be a little bit breezy or windy to start off the day, but especially after 2 p.m., that's when they're going to ramp up. So in these conditions, fires could start or spread very quickly. Please be on your P's and Q's when it comes to fire safety. So high temperatures, again, about 5-ish degrees above average for today and tomorrow, and then winds picking up because of a cold front that'll drop our high temperatures down to below average values for Saturday through Tuesday, heating things back up into Wednesday. And also we're tracking some small shower and thunderstorm chances for the mountains and valleys for next Monday through Wednesday. We're keeping a very close eye on that. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities, around 100 today and tomorrow. Dangerous fire weather for tomorrow in particular. Then cooler Saturday through Tuesday. In Yakima, mid-90s over the next couple days. Very dry and breezy Friday. Then perhaps a small shower chance to start next week. In Ellensburg, big fire danger tomorrow with winds picking up. Then maybe another fire risk next week with thunderstorms possible Tuesday. In Hermiston, fairly close to 100 Thursday and Friday. Tough fire weather Friday in particular. Then some relief from the heat through the weekend. Finally, for Walla Walla, mid-90s today and tomorrow with the threat of fire starts for tomorrow specifically, then mid-80s Saturday through Tuesday.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 5:53. It's time for your morning sprint in our 5 o'clock hour.
And we start off with the top 5 local things that you need to know this morning. Starting in Yakima, where the East Viola fire continues to burn, now sitting at 50% contained. Crews still on scene. 14 acres along the Greenway have burned in this fire. Evacuation orders had been issued for the area along I-82. Those have since been lifted. Luckily, no injuries or property loss has been reported so far.
And a major redesign could be coming to Richland's 2 busiest roads. The proposed downtown loop project would convert George Washington Way into a northbound one-way and Jadwin Avenue into a southbound one-way. If approved, construction would start in spring of 2026 and wrap up in 2027.
And speaking of road construction, drivers in Walla Walla, heads up. This Friday, the westbound lane on Melrose Street between Clinton and Sumac will be closed from 7 a.m. to noon. They're going to be doing some vegetation management and city maintenance. So crews are going to be working at the city's right-of-way during that time. The east lane on Clinton will remain open. Drivers are urged, of course, to follow the detour signs and plan alternative routes.
Benton County voters will soon be able to cast their vote in the August primary election. Ballots are officially in the mail, and residents could start seeing them this week. If you don't get yours by July 22nd, officials recommend you call your county auditor.
And a new e-gaming club at the Columbia Ability Alliance is bringing players together. Members will now stream on Twitch every Wednesday thanks to donated tech from some local groups. Organizers say the goal is inclusion, making sure everyone gets to join in on the gaming fun.
In your national headlines this morning, legislation that could slice $9 billion in funding for public broadcasting and foreign aid is now heading to the House. That's after Republican senators passed it in the early morning hours, 51-48. The House will vote on Friday, and if it's passed, it'll then head to the president's desk to sign.
5:55 in your business news this morning. The Transportation Security Administration, TSA, they say they could have some more changes coming to airport security checkpoints. Just yesterday, U.S. Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem spoke at the Government Business and Policy Summit in Washington, and she hinted at a TSA size revision for carry-on liquid containers. Current policy allows travelers to carry on liquids in 3.4-ounce containers or smaller, and that could be changing. And 5:55 in your sports headlines this morning. The WNBA's expansion team from Portland, Oregon will join the league next season. The team just announcing they will be named Portland Fire. That's the same name that was held by the city's WNBA team from 2000 to 2002. The league awarded Portland with the league's 15th team this year. Go sports.
Taking a look at what's trending now, a police department in Sierra Vista, Arizona has a special new officer.
Well, let's meet the little fella. Oh, Bowser. Bowser the tortoise. I know, that is great. He was actually found wandering the streets last year, and no one ended up claiming him, so the department stepped in and adopted him.
I hope he's not in a high-speed chase, am I right? Well, he even has a badge number, 643. During the summer, Bowser lives outside in the station's courtyard when it's cold, and when that happens, he's taken inside.
And you may be surprised to learn that the tiny tortoise makes a big impact. The police chief says he encourages officers to take a break and feed Bowser because watching the animal eat has a calming effect.
Aww. Bowser also helps to connect the community with the department. His next campaign is to remind drivers to slow down in school zones.
More appropriate for a skill set.
I think I know this tortoise because one time I was in a school zone and I saw a tortoise running. Like, this tortoise was sprinting. It looked like that tortoise. And then I wanted to turn around and look at it again. So I turned around in the school zone and I was going a little too fast for that area. And I turned back around and then I got a ticket that day. And it was because of the tortoise, because I just wanted to see it.
Bowser's on you.
Yeah, he was already, helping law enforcement before he actually got there. So, yeah, that's my story of how a tortoise got me a speeding ticket. It was like a few over, but the cop was just sitting there. Like, I saw him, turned around, and then I got a ticket. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
I think you got yourself a ticket.
Yeah.
No,
I want to blame the tortoise.
Sure.
Yeah, I want to blame Bowser.
Yeah. Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. A well-known community leader stepping into a new role, this time shaping the future of Kennewick's Parks and Rec, who just joined the commission and what they hope to bring to the table.
Plus, it's National Tattoo Day. From ancient ice mummies to modern ink, how this art form has stood the test of time. We'll have all those details coming up in our 6 o'clock hour. And Josh, what are you tracking?
Yeah, we are tracking another First Alert weather day for tomorrow, the potential for large fire starts, and I'll show you the combination of ingredients that could come together for that. And that's going to be on Good Morning Northwest at 6.